Hi guys, Venkatesh here. Welcome to the next tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to create our first program, but before we go ahead and use the Eclipse IDE, I think it would be beneficial for you to learn to use the command line to compile and run our first Java program. So let's begin by opening TextEdit, and then in a new document type in public class hello world. Now, hello world is actually the class name, and just make a note of the actual case being used because Java is case sensitive, followed by open brace and close brace. Just put the close brace on a new line. Now, just be in between the two braces on a new line, press tab and type in public static void main open parentheses string open square bracket close square bracket args and then close parentheses, followed by open brace and close brace. Put the close brace on a new line again. Now this public class and static are actually keywords in Java, but for now don't worry about that. I'm going to explain this in the subsequent tutorials. Now if you look here, this should be a lowercase p. However, for now leave it as it is, and I'll show you what does happen when you leave it this way. Now go ahead and save this. So file, save, and for the file name type in hello world. Now what you might notice here, the file name matches the class name we entered in the file. So in Java the file name must match the class name. And then end this with .java. Over here save the file as UTF-8 document and save. Next, open a terminal. Change the directory to where you save the Java file. I saved mine on the desktop. ls, oops, let's do that again. ls, and just here hello world.java. Type in the command java c, the Java compiler. This command is used to actually compile the Java file to produce a class file containing the bytecode. I'm going to explain all of this in subsequent tutorials. And then hello world.java. Hit enter to compile. Okay, now you'll see there's an error produced here. If you look over here, there's an arrow showing where the error is. As I explained, Java is case sensitive. So let's go back into the file and change this back to a lowercase. Save it, and then back to the terminal to recompile the file. Just make a note, whenever you do make a change in the actual file, you do need to recompile it before you can run it again. As every time you compile a Java file, it produces a class file, and that gets updated. Okay, now that we've compiled with no errors, we can go ahead and run it now. So type in Java hello world, and hello world by itself. Hit enter. Okay, great. Now it's run correctly. I'll quickly show you the class file that is produced. Over here, hello world.class. Now this file can actually be run on any computer that has the Java runtime environment installed. Okay, now you're probably wondering there's actually no output being displayed here. That's because we actually haven't written any statement to be output. Let's go back to the file. And then in between these two braces here, hit tab twice and type in system dot out dot print ln, ln meaning line, open parentheses, quotation mark. Now I'm going to type in hello world, but you can type in whatever you like, and then quotation mark again, and then close parentheses followed by a semicolon. Now this must end with a semicolon, and again I'll explain all this in subsequent tutorials. Save this, go back to the terminal, let's recompile this. Okay, no errors. Now run this again, Okay, great. As you can see, it's output hello world. Okay, that is the end of our second tutorial. We actually created and ran our first Java program on the command line. In the next tutorial, we'll go through how to use the Eclipse IDE. If you've got any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments below. And if you enjoy the video, please hit subscribe and the like button. And I'll see you in the next video.